Welcome back to Down in the 216, hosted by your boy Will here, man. How y'all feeling today? How y'all doing as we get into another interesting video? So, how much wiggle room are we going to give Kevin Stefanski? Because when we go through it, position by position, as far as on the coaching side of the football, man, who deserves to keep a job? Who deserves to keep a job? Tell me. And I'm not saying in a disrespectful way. I'm not saying in like oh, Will, who are you to say somebody should be fired? F all that, man. Let's talk about football. Think about the expectations of what this team was supposed to be, unit by unit. Let's go through it. Let's see if they did their job. Jim Schwartz, my guy. Jim Schwartz ain't been the same since the Texas game. He ain't been the same since the Texas game. Yeah, the defense gets stops. You're only going to get so much credit, bro. You have Myles Garrett. You got Denzel Ward. You got J.O.K. for half a season. You only going to get so much damn credit. You only going to get so much wiggle room. You're playing with one of the, if not the best defensive player in the league. How are you continuously giving up 30, 25, 300-yard games to every quarterback? Name it. We could just name a guy. He probably threw for 300 on us. Bo Nix. Guarantee you he probably threw for 300. Guarantee. This defense has been underperforming. And when you take in the fact that they're playing with, just to reiterate, the best defensive player in the league. This is terrible. This is like having LeBron on your team, bro, and missing the playoffs, bro, with LeBron. That's how good of a defense they got. And that's not even say like missing the playoffs, like the defense to carry them to the playoffs alone. Obviously the offense is trash, but the defense is not even a top 10 unit. Okay, the offense is trash. The New England Patriots was still contending. You know? Like super teams. Obviously, I understand they got a quarterback, but my point is that the Pittsburgh Steelers. We could go to a different scenario. The Pittsburgh Steelers, they still have Mike Tomlin. They still had a good defense, and they were still competent. You know, they weren't 3-14. Like, that's why we gotta call it for what it is, y'all. This is a failure across the board, and I don't really see how we can justify firing all the coordinators again, y'all. Like I'm stuttering because I'm trying to get so much out. Don't mind me, but the special teams coach, offensive coordinator, running back coach. Oh my God, get out of town. Wide receiver coach. Well, Jerry Jeudy was somewhat decent. Amari Cooper wasn't their fault. Cedric Tillman was decent. Elijah Moore was decent. The wide receiver coach could say. I wonder, I forgot his name. I know it's not Chad O'Shea or something like that. I know I have to look it up after this video. I should probably know that off the top of my head. But the wide receiver room, I think, overperformed. Or played up to par. I think they definitely overperformed compared to what we thought they was gonna be after Amari Cooper got traded. So yeah. Next, quarterbacks coach, whoever is responsible for that, gotta go. Like when I say you don't need a job, you, my friend, come work with me. Come work with me. You don't need to be touching football. Or go be a linebacker coach. Go be a linebacker coach. You don't need to. I hope it's not Ken Dorsey, because Ken Dorsey already got to go. So it'd just be a 2-for-1 and Ken Dorsey get up out of here. But my thing is, y'all, it comes back to the same point in the same scenario. How are we going to continuously? We did it last season. Don't tell nobody. We did it last season. Fire coordinators. Maybe it's the coach. Maybe. But how do you justify firing a 2-time head coach of the year? Because he's going to get hired somewhere else. Everybody's going to assume he's a good head coach. But maybe Kevin got some flaws, man. Maybe what made this team so good last year? The defense. We also got a little lucky, call a spade a spade. We also did get a little lucky. We got some crazy interception plays. We got some missed kicks, missed field goals against the 49ers. But it was a way better team than what we seeing right now. So, I don't know, man. It's going to be real interesting, to say the least, to figure out what they're going to do, because obviously you don't fire Kevin Stefanski. He's a good head coach. I do think he's a good head coach, and I'm not shying away from that. But my whole thing is just like, I don't know, man. It's just like, how many times can we fire coordinators all day? I guess it's normal. But I do think Kevin Stefanski at least got a clean house. I think everybody besides the wide receiver coach got to go. I think Jim Schwartz definitely got to go. But, he might get another year. I hope not, but I do think he got to go, man. This team just underperformed. The offensive lineman coach, I would have never thought that the offensive line would have underperformed to the level that it did this year. We blamed a lot of it on Deshaun Watson. And then the other quarterbacks got out there. And Jameis Winston played better. He played up the par. But, when you look at it, they still gave up a ton of sacks. They still gave up a ton of strip sacks. It still was a ton of turnovers, a lot of fumbles. The running game was trash. Now, was the running game trash because of Nick Chubb being washed, or is Nick Chubb washed? We gonna find out next season. Was it trash because of Jerome Ford? We wasn't really high on Jerome Ford, so maybe Jerome Ford and Nick Chubb just isn't that good. I guess that's what y'all want to sell me on. But I don't know, man. This team has been disappointing across the board. Everybody's probably just mailing it in anyway. Maybe they aren't as bad. But Jed Wills is a story that we don't talk about enough. First round pick, y'all. First round pick. Top 10, Andrew. And we're letting Deshaun Watson being a trash to sweep a lot of shit under the rug. Jed Wills was a first round pick from Andrew Berry. Deshaun Watson was a trade from Andrew Berry. Baker Mayfield traded away from Andrew Berry. So, how. This video is sponsored by Detrimental Figures, my brand here. As y'all see some of the quality of my recent work, you get a signature tag on it as well. We make and really emphasize quality over quantity. So, we try to take and make sure we use the best materials to come up with our shirts and the best designs. Make sure y'all following us on Instagram, Detrimental Figures. So y'all can also get the description down below and hit the link for a shirt. Everything I drop is limited edition. So, unfortunately, this shirt is sold out. I don't have any more, but I have different things coming up similar to it. So keep in mind, and I'll keep you guys updated with some of my new stuff throughout these videos coming up. I know these guys got good reputations. I know. But after some point, y'all, we got to call a spade, man. I'll be honest with you. I think that they definitely, the seat has never been hotter for Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry. And I'm a guy that, I am a little close with the team, so when I say stuff, I do be meaning it. Obviously, Stefanski's going to be here. Obviously, Andrew Berry's going to be here. But, man, the seats has never been hotter. Pause. Even though I'm not supposed to say that, it's YouTube. Y'all know I crack jokes all day. Don't mean no harm. Y'all know I love everybody. But, yeah, man, what y'all think gonna happen? I don't know, man. It's very stressful covering this team. It's very stressful being a fan of this team. I don't know how y'all do it for 25 years. Y'all know I'm kind of young. I'm just now getting into it for real. It's been like what 5, 6, 7 years for me. Probably like 7 years of diehard and probably like 15 years of casual loving around. 7 years of diehard. So yeah, man. I don't know how y'all be diehards for 25 years, man. This season alone has been devastating. Like I don't see. I really congratulate any Browns fan I see wearing their gear outside. Y'all know I got my hat. I gotta go find my hat. I'll wear it in a video one of these days. But I got my hat. I wear my hat. I got my little Browns pillow right here. You know what I'm saying? But that's about it for real, man. It's been a tough year for us, but we gonna get back on the winning side of things. I don't think this team that far away. You know, we gonna get into who I want us to draft, and if we get who I think we should draft, I think we gonna be good next year. So we gonna see, man. Make sure I hit that like and subscribe button, man. That's another episode from Down in the 216. You don't know my new show. Y'all lock in with me. I'm gonna get some t-shirts. I'm thinking about getting some fire t-shirts. Y'all know I already make my brand Detrimental Figures. I don't know why I'm not wearing it right now, but y'all know I got my brand Detrimental Figures. But yeah, I'm gonna make some t-shirts, you know, get some everything going, see how it is. But let me know how y'all like everything right now. I've been changing up everything. I'm gonna get my background much better than what this is right now. It's gonna be much better where y'all can actually see everything, what's going on and stuff like that. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.